Alright, so this was apparently a press release shortly. So I figured I'd come back and take a look.
Yeah, I went at ATTC.
I'm sure you have it right here in the middle of the road. But apparently the press release for this is going to be at 9.
What news are you with?
So about 15 minutes from now.
What news are you with?
I'm independent.
That means what?
Sorry. What news are you with? What is it?
No, I'm just saying, you
What?
say you're independent.
I have my own YouTube channel.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm just curious. Yeah, no, I'm just asking. I'm curious.
Are you just,
Paul, if I knew who you were.
oh, it's Capital Transparency. I can give you a card if you like.
Cool. I get a card too?
Yeah. I film a lot of police stuff in St. Paul. Not usually triple homicides, but
Yeah, no, this is crazy shit, huh?
yeah.
How much is that little setup that you have right there?
The gimbal, you can get them at Best Buy. They're only like 150.
Will this be on YouTube tonight?
It's live right now.
Fair yesterday, now today. You probably weren't at the fair, will you?
No.
You can't get into that.
Um,
You could have, but
anybody can get into the
yeah,
fair,
yeah,
I
you
think.
get
But,
paid. Just film it.
yeah. But there is lots of mainstream here, for sure. Looks like they're setting up the microphones here.
Should be a simple.
But this was a triple homicide. Early reports were not very good on it, and they're about to do a press release here at 9. So I'll live stream that for you guys, and they'll tell you what happened. I don't think I've met the new PIO yet, so. Yes, it's the same incident from when I walked around the block earlier without a gimbal. I got my things done and came back. Case and Forest. Yeah, when I was walking around, they usually don't stick around that often for a simple shooting, so. Officer Pierce. Yeah, big news press is here as well. At least 4 different stations. But they're about to have a press conference here at 9 o'clock, so 10 minutes from now.
You might want to get it off the light because. Hey, oh, thank you. Thank you, sir. Hey, you guys, right here.
They're setting their cameras up for the white. So they put like a little piece of white paper up first. I don't know if you guys have ever saw that.
Wait, what are you doing? Don't play with us. I got it. You got it? I didn't know you were... Okay, 1 second. Yep, just like that. Give me a second. Give me a second.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm independent.
Oh, okay. I just wondered if you were Unicorn Riot.
No. No. Not that famous.
I love those guys. I heard you say like mainstream, so I was like, well, no, that's
No, I'm Capital Transparency.
okay. Cool.
I have a YouTube channel as well, but
Nice.
I have filmed some riots too, so.
Nice. Yeah, they're definitely on top of everything, those guys. So I was just wondering.
What news are you with?
Pioneer Press.
Cool. It's a hard medium still with live streaming now.
What's that? I know.
Things are changing a little bit.
Yeah, and everyone hates reporters. It's like, trust me, I didn't get in it for the money.
Right?
You know, it's like trying to do something good, but.
Might have one.
Yeah. Labor Day weekend.
That's true. Good point.
And it's
A lot of
decent
good
weather out.
things.
Yeah.
And good weather, right? Yeah.
Not too hot.
Contributes. Although I don't know how it is nowadays, but when I was a full-time reporter, those hot days, that's when there'd be a lot of crime, the super hot ones.
Yeah, I kind of just do it as a hobby.
Nice.
Do a lot of cop watching.
Yeah. Yeah, in the old days we would always had the police scanner on, you know, before they scrambled everything. Seeing what's going on.
They're not scrambled in Ramsey though.
Oh, they're not? Okay.
No. Just, well, they are in Hennepin now. But.
You know, honestly, I feel like I get most of my information from a Twitter account, the Minnesota Crime.
Yeah.
I think they do a damn good job.
Yeah, they're on it. Those guys listen to the scanner a lot.
I mean, I'm just like really impressed with them, and they have saved me many times.
I came by earlier and I'm like, this is strange. Yeah, I was like, this is strange. They set up tape for just a shooting. So I'm like looking on the Twitter and SPPD pretty good. Pretty good with their PIO. I haven't met the new PIO yet, so.
Is it Anna?
She's not a PIO anymore.
Okay, obviously I haven't been out for a while. Well, I know Ernster is doing it tonight.
Oh, is he?
He's filling in. So who is that? I haven't even met the new PIO either. I don't even know the name.
I can't remember his name off the top of my head.
Yeah, I have no idea. But I did hear Ernster is filling into this tonight. So he'll be out here if you know him. He's a pretty nice guy.
Yeah, he does security at M&H every once in a while.
Oh,
so
okay.
yeah.
A couple of years ago, I was at some shooting, and everybody was leaving, and I had my old, like, 2006 van, and he stops me. He's like, Christy, your headlights out. I'm like, I know. I can't. I have done everything. I've taken it to the shop. I've done everything. They can't fix it. Like, there's something goofy with it. And he just went, and it came on. And I was like, are you kidding? So then I went home, and that that light was on for like 2 years, and I was just dying. I'm like, I can't believe it. Like after all the efforts we made, replacing bulbs, doing this, and you just thunk it, you just and it's been working ever since. So it's hilarious.
Oh, the symbol in the squad, that's the state motto. I got a light.
Oh no, I just could like see the lights. Like, is that the Sony phone?
It's an S22.
The Samsung?
Yeah. It's early yet.
I've been working since 10:30, so I'm a little tired.
You been covering the fair?
I
Or?
went to the press conference at the fair with Waltz on the shooting and stuff this morning. Then I was kind of getting ready to clock out, and then this happened. So
I think I put it.
I'm ready to see my kids.
I don't blame you.
Yeah.
So the forensic unit is pulling up right now.
Yep, I was right. 951 kids. What did that say? What did that say? I don't know. What did that say? What did that say? No, don't screw me up, please. Was it 951? What did I say?
Yeah, I checked on the people.
Was it 951? That's something.
These three people get after the shooting.
I have CRS sometimes.
So for those that just are joining, they're very shortly about to do a press release on what information they want to release here. But it does sound like it was a triple homicide investigation. But we'll have more details soon.
No, don't worry about it. No, don't worry. He's just trying to. If anything happened, I'll push him away. Like I will like.
Oh wait, no, I didn't.
What's that? Channel 5 is Mace Michaels tonight, if anybody was wondering who and where Mace is working tonight. We got him here on 45.
He is everyone's meteorologist.
Yes, he's
In Seattle.
incredible. He's done radios on every channel. 2 minutes, guys.
They said, "Look quiet, this is really done."
You know, let's sacrifice the gimbal because I don't think this will. Bear with me.
Kirsten and Brett, the forensic team, just got on scene, and as you mentioned, we do know at least 3 people were killed in this shooting. Police have been here now for hours, and we expect more within minutes when they meet with us. Again, the Payne Phelan neighborhood here. The focus of the investigation is on a home on Case Avenue East. We're at the intersection of Case and Forest Street. We were able to speak with somebody who's experienced the yard work across the street when this all happened. Telling us he's not surprised, but still upset it happened. We expect to connect with the police in just minutes here, but to recap, at least 3 people were shot and killed here. Right now, an update at 10 o'clock over on Channel 5. Live in St. Paul, Ben Henry. Eyewitness News on 45. Happy. Yeah.
Just kind of waiting patiently for them to do the press release. It was supposed to be at 9. We're running a little behind, looks like. Looks like all the major local stations are here. Yeah, I live streamed earlier walked around here a little bit. They usually, like I was saying earlier, they usually don't leave up tape like that unless there was like a homicide.
was 40, 50 years ago, it was a single family house. And then they made it into a so I think it's been legally set up as a duplex with a common
Whether
my
it
hunch
is-
is it's might be moving to a third unit.
So just right off this. Okay, we should look it up.
Not there.
But that.
So I don't know how well the sound's gonna come in, but
And then that house is now
Hi there.
Hi, it's Tim Nelson making. Tim Nelson.
Yes.
Are we missing anybody else?
Get him there, get him.
Anybody need a white balance or anything? Yeah, everybody good? Sorry, I can't see everybody. Is everybody good to go? Anybody not good to go? Just want to make sure sound is okay and everybody's good.
Yep, good.
I'll start with my name and my rank. My name's Sergeant Mike Ernster. That's spelled E-R-N-S-T-E-R. St. Paul Police Department Public Information Officer. I'm going to start by leading off with, as people were enjoying the holiday weekend and some of the best weather of the year, the atmosphere was shattered when 5 people were shot in our city. This unthinkable crime will not only affect the crime victims and their families, but it'll affect the neighborhood where it occurred and our city as a whole. We know people want answers to what occurred out here tonight. This is one of the most complex crime scenes we have investigated in a long time. We won't be releasing certain amounts of information tonight to maintain integrity of this investigation. We want to get it right. So with that being said, I can tell you that tonight, at approximately 4:30 p.m., our officers were called to 900 block of case on a report of multiple people shot. When officers arrived, they located 2 victims in front of the address suffering from apparent gunshot injuries. Those victims had told officers that there were 3 more victims inside a residence who were also injured. Officers entered the residence and discovered 3 more victims with apparent gunshot injuries. St. Paul Fire paramedics responded and pronounced the 3 victims inside the home deceased. The 2 victims outside the residence were transported for treatment of their injuries. Our officers immediately secured the scene and began looking for witnesses and any physical evidence. Our homicide investigators are currently starting this investigation, trying to locate the person responsible. Our forensic service unit will be out here processing the scene in the hopes to find physical evidence that tells the story of what led to these killings. We'll be working with the Ramsey County Medical Examiner to positively identify the victims and determine their exact cause of death. And this information and any other updates on this case will be released on the St. Paul Police Department's Twitter account as it becomes available.
Can you say gender of the victims? Genders?
I can't at this point. We're trying to work, like I said, it's a very complex case. Speaking about genders, speaking about ages and all that, it gets, with so many victims and the confusion that can happen there, we're going to wait until later on this week, and we can get into that a little more in depth.
Can you say if any of these are children?
I can't at this point.
You said the person responsible is
The person or persons responsible. It's wide open right now as far as who's responsible for this crime, whether it be one or multiple people.
Why so complex?
5 victims, a big scene. We're just in the beginning of this situation. We have 5 people. Our forensic services unit, they're just starting this. We're just getting into it, so it's going to take a little bit.
The 2 that were taken to the hospital, are they life-threatening injuries, non-life-threatening?
I don't believe, well, at this point, I'm not able to say whether they are or not.
Have you ruled out murder-suicide?
No, we haven't ruled anything out. That also is under investigation, since there was victims located outside and inside. They're trying to figure out where it occurred, how it occurred, who's responsible. It's all in play.
So any of the 5 could have been a shooter or someone else?
Yes, we're open to all aspects. So, like I said, this happened 5 hours ago, maybe 4.5 hours ago, and it's very, very early. We're just getting started.
Can you tell us about this house, any history that you guys have contact with it?
There's been a various array of calls to this house. I think there's 17 calls in the past year to the address. Everything from disorderly conduct to domestic crimes to aggravated assault. So there's been a wide variety.
Should people live here be scared of anything?
I think the people that live here should know that we are dedicated to finding who's responsible for this, and we're dedicated to finding them sooner than later. We have multiple officers and investigators working on this with the hopes that we come up with who is responsible as quickly as possible.
Can you share if all the parties knew each other?
That is still, we don't even know who some of the parties are yet. We're waiting for the identification through the medical examiner, so all of this will come, but it'll take a little bit. So until that, we won't have any of those answers. All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Or is it written? Oh, thank you.
Can I get one, please?
One second, do that.
Thank you so much, Sarge.
Thank you.
We're trying to figure it out. Like I said,
So this is the official statement. I don't know if you guys can read that or pause it if you'd like.
Right, what do you guys want to do?
Go back down to headquarters.
So that's why the initial reports were kind of strange with a couple people arriving at the hospital, because it was 5 total. 3 have been deceased. So, since I'm here, I'll go walk around the block again. See what the other area looks like. Nobody's commenting in chat. Pretty grim situation. I don't know how well the sound came in from that. This house still smells. But this is the look north. The view. Oh, tripped over the sidewalk, man. Beautiful sidewalks here. How's it going, man? Not too bad. It's kind of grim, some of these things. I don't know.
Labor Day weekend?
What's up?
Enjoying your Labor Day weekend?
Pretty much. Some of these things are pretty grim, man.
Tell me about it. Not pretty.
I imagine. Almost tripped, and you almost got to watch me trip on the sidewalk there.
Was it all in?
Yeah. You have a good night, man. So, I'll get you guys a steady shot of the other side. Because the other side will be the information you won't see on the news. Yeah. Got some transmission difficulties over here. It's like a dead zone. Poor wording. Signal is bad over here. Well, I'm getting off the street. So kind of looking around this area as well, seeing if they see anything. I'll go over here. They're taking looks like the forensic unit has cameras out and all kinds of things for the investigation. Looks like a vehicle trying to get through. Maybe not, maybe just parking. But that's kind of what happened here. That's the gist of it, or what they're releasing currently. All right, let me go back around. Yeah, these situations are always very sad and difficult to report upon for me, but it is a pretty major story. Keep you guys live. Gotta highlight the sidewalk so I can see where I'm going. It's a little heaved in some places. But that's about all I can report on. I'm sure they're going to be here for a while investigating. The forensic van is right there. So I will catch you guys on the next one.